All right, guys, welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. We are excited about being here. Hope you are too. There's a lot of great things that are happening in the AI world. It moves with speed, there's no doubt. And you're going to see you see a lot of AI popping up, especially Black Friday, Cyber Saturday, and Small Business Saturday. I think that's what it's called. And then Cyber Monday, right? There's going to be a lot of Black Friday specials on AI tools. And here's my warning to you is just because you see the shiny object or what they say they can do doesn't mean they can do it. We've been in AI technology for almost 2 years now. Myself and my companies, we've developed these apps before we even launched Momentum Tech. We've tested them, we've battle tested them. They're in their third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th rendition of constantly improving them. We showcase all of ours. We open up the black box. Some of the things that you're not going to that I'm warning you about is, you may see a great deal and then you buy it and then you go to the back end of it and then number one, there's no training. Number two, it's not what it said it can do. The quality is not good enough. Well, here's some of the things that are unique about you're going to see in our platform. And if you're here as a guest, and we're going to showcase some of this morning and show it to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to interview Jeanette and record it on my note taker, which is a recent app that we developed. And I'm going to get the script and I'm going to put that script of me interviewing her. You're going to learn about her business here shortly. What we're going to do, that way you understand how simple it is to train one of our GPTs on our platform. Now, we have several GPTs in the platform, and let me show you them instead of just tell you about them because, well, that's what a lot of people do. They just tell you about them on websites and they don't show it to you, right? You want to see what it looks like, right? If you're a guest. So let's show you what it looks like. So this is what our AI platform looks like in the back end. And we have several GPTs, starting with the simplistic one, the Wow GPT. Now, we also have Ask Leo, which is Leo Burnett. He is a advertising specialist. He's known for things like Tony the Tiger, They're Great, Pillsbury Doughboy, etc. A lot of things. Ask Napoleon Hill, Ask Zig Ziglar, Ask Ed, that's me. And we got a clarity coach, and Ask Jim Rohn. All of these GPTs are incredible. We have other GPTs in the platform, like chat agents, such as our GPT image creator, which does fantastic things for images. You can upload a picture of yourself and make yourself Superman or Wonder Woman or anything you can imagine. And then, of course, we have write your book tools. We have some GPTs in here, like our Ghostwriter is and can write books for you, do all kinds of unique things, can write screenplays. You can just do a lot of things with a ghostwriter. It's incredible. It's one of our favorite tools. We even have a course AI agent, like a GPT, that can help you develop and brainstorm your course ideas, your webinar ideas. Maybe you want to launch a webinar coming up this new year, right? Or an evergreen webinar, or an academy, or you want to start doing events and summits, or you want to put together a PowerPoint that just tells your story, right? That's what you could do here with the AI agent. He could do all that for you. And then, of course, we have our momentum social coach, right? And campaigner, right? That can design quick 10 social posts for you, right? This first one here and these both of these are fantastic. This one is like a GPT, right? You just talk into it and it gives you a list of everything that it can do, right? You could tell it what you want. If you want to generate social posts, it'll generate social posts for you, right? And we're going to showcase some of that this morning here, show it to you. And then, of course, on your website tools, like we have tons of website tools here, including unlimited chat bots with your knowledge base. And then we're going to do like this landing page architect. This landing page architect is like a GPT and it writes your entire copy for your websites. And it uses a very unique mechanism where it uh, gives you like above the fold. What your above the fold section should include. Above the fold means like at the top of your website. When people land on your website, right? Maybe you have a goal of lead gen or product sales or webinars or who's your audience and what's your offer, what makes it unique, and right, and proof assets, right? So really, the landing page architect uses a rank system of 1 to 5 system to place each element for maximum conversions. You simply share your goal. What's your goal, right? Who's your audience? And what's your offer? And it drafts your above the fold first, like your magic hook and your benefits, like what's in it for them, and the hero section and the call to actions and everything that you need, right? I'm showing you the GPTs in the platform so you understand, right? So those are the GPTs, and we'll have a whole list of them. Our corporate team is putting together a product description and sales sheets in the next, probably the end of the fourth quarter or the beginning of the first quarter. You're going to have all kinds of written materials. We have training on all these GPTs too, as well. Like on the Wow GPT, there's a video here, right here, that explains how to use it. Those are some of the things I'm talking about, right? The training inside our platform, the fact that we live stream this and show you the exact, and we record all of these, how to use these and how to unlock these, how to maximize these GPTs, right? That is the power of our platform. It's fantastic. So, all right. Give me 1 second here. Let me get something set up. Now that I showed you the GPTs, James, talk about the GPTs and what makes them unique. Obviously, talk about the privacy and the intellectual property briefly, would you?
Yeah, so on most of the AI systems out in the world, when you type something into it, you put your intellectual property into it, it is now training their system, and it's made available to everyone around the world. You no longer have intellectual property. They just took it from you. Well, with our GPTs, it's contained within your GPT. In fact, we have it so restricted, you could create 2 different threads of conversation in your GPT. And for example, I did one with Nancy Wolf where we were talking about one of her businesses that had to do with helping senior citizens with insurance. And then we were talking about one of her businesses that had to do with AI in a separate string. You could go to the string about health insurance and ask it questions about her AI business, and it had no clue. And vice versa. You go to the one on AI and ask about the insurance business, it had no clue. So this is extreme protection of your intellectual property. We pull information from all of these different sources, but we don't give them information back to protect you. There's nothing else like this in the marketplace. And then a lot of our GPTs are trained on very specific tasks. Why is this important to you? Well, you don't have to become a prompt expert to get what you want out of them because they're already trained on. We train them with our intellectual knowledge. We share that with you, although we don't share it with the rest of the world. It's our internal intellectual property. So you're then able to go ahead and access knowledge from anywhere else in the world, knowledge that Ed and I and our team have compiled for you, but you're not putting your information back out in the world, and you're using GPTs that are designed for a specific task that you want to accomplish. So with
Awesome.
that, Ed, I'll turn it back over to you, my friend.
No, that's great. That's great. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on audio only, but I'm going to go ahead and record. Well, I could be on the video too. James is going to turn his off. So do this. I'm going to record Jeanette. She is right here, right now. Say hello, Jeanette.
Hello.
You guys can hear her okay? Put a 5 in the chat if you can hear her. Yes? Put a file. Okay, great, great, great. All right. So I'm going to record her. I'm going to ask her some questions. And you're going to learn about her business. All right. So let's start off here. Good morning, Jeanette.
Good morning.
All right. Awesome. Just tell us a little bit about your company. What is the name of your company, first and foremost?
It's Agape Benefits LLC.
Agape Benefits.
Benefits, yes.
And what does agape mean?
Agape means love, the love of God.
Okay. So why did you guys name your business Agape Love?
Because we love to take care of our clients, our customers, our employees. We love to take care of them. So we're unique on that part.
So tell me, what is it that you guys offer? What kind of insurance services do you guys offer?
We offer health insurance for corporations and groups, 2 or more. We also offer dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, short-term, long-term disability.
Tell us what kind of groups that you currently work with. Like, and I know you work, for example, you work with a municipality, like a city. You do everything from the mayor all the way down to the clerks and the firemen. You do all their benefits, right? So you do employee benefits for them. And what other type of companies do you do besides municipalities?
Staffing agencies,
Staffing agencies,
Mexican restaurants, construction companies,
technology,
fencing, technology
companies,
doctors' offices, dentist offices.
Great. And what kind of you can do this anywhere in the country, right?
Anywhere in the world. I know, in the United States, sorry.
Yes.
50 states.
Yes, in all 50 states. So they do employee benefits, and they've been doing this for a long time. So you have a lot of experience. So you guys, one of the things you're unique about you guys is you answer the phones anytime. You handle
24/7
claims, white glove type of treatment, right?
Yes, concierge
service. So they respond quickly. You don't have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on the consumer side too. So they fight for, like, for example, if a client has a claim that they're having a hard time with.
Mm-hmm.
Medical providers don't like paying bills, or insurance companies don't, by the way, just so you guys know.
Yeah. I had a client just recently went to Utah for a convention. It was a doctor, and he had emergency surgery. And of course, it was not in his city or in his area, so they were charging him out of network. I fought with the carrier to put him in network and saved them a lot of money. So
that's fantastic. Now, one of the unique things that you have an employer. It's a restaurant group, 17 offices, 17 locations. I know that you deliver a check to them every single day, every single year.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You give them a check, you bring them a bonus check.
Yes.
They have medical benefits with you.
Yes.
You bring them a bonus check. How much is that bonus check, by the way?
It depends how much claims they've gotten, but typically it's close to $50,000 to $60,000.
Wow. Why are you giving them a $50,000 or $40,000 check at the end of the year?
So they have benefits called level funded, and what that means is it depends on how many. They all have young employees between 30 and 40-year-olds, so they don't really use the benefits a lot. So there's not really cancer in the plan, or employees are all pretty healthy, so they don't really use the plans that much. So even though there's some claims, it's good enough for level funded, means that you get their money back.
Fantastic. So it's a different, unique type of plan that you put on there that gives him back some money. He can put that back into the plan. He can do that, whatever he wants with that money at the end of the year.
Yes. He's supposed to put it back to the employees, but we can't make them do that. So
yeah, that's probably the most exciting time that they have. I've seen them and I've been there when they deliver a check to the employer for that basically it's not a return of premium. It's just based on the usage of the benefits.
Benefits.
And if they don't use a lot of it, then they get some of that money back.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So obviously 17 restaurants. They got, how many employees do they have enrolled?
They have 65 employees.
65 employees, especially the key employees. Like sometimes the medical. You ever heard of a Mexican restaurant providing healthcare benefits, and he pays 50% of that
Yes, he does.
for every employee? Have you ever heard of that? Isn't that crazy? What restaurant do you that you know that ever provides something like that? That's pretty incredible. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for giving us information about your business.
Okay.
I think that's good.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Awesome. So I'm going to generate the notes right now, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to put them in the Ask Wow app and tell them, hey, this is an interview that I did with Jeanette. You could do the same thing, right? You could record something on your phone. You could record a Zoom meeting, get the transcript, and you could record yourself, right? So everybody says, thanks, Jeanette. So now you know what Jeanette does and her background, right, too. So I'm generating. And she's bilingual, absolutely. That's her unique point. That's why she works with a lot of restaurant groups and so forth, right? So that gives you an idea a little bit about what she does. So let me generate the notes, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these notes so you guys can see the simplicity of using our GPTs, okay? I don't want you to overcomplicate it. One of the things you want to know is you're not going to break our system, okay? Our GPTs are highly trained in business. They already know what type of persuasiveness to use. They know what type of emotions to use. They know the formatting of social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. They know everything already. You don't have to train them on that. They know what trending hashtags are. See, we design our apps to have knowledge behind them. They know everything pretty much about business. They know what persuades people. They know how to follow direction, and they're going to guide you along also. They're designed to do the work with you, not for you, but with you. So they're going to kind of guide you along with questions. If you've used our platform before and you're here, you've seen that with our applications. They guide you in that direction. So let's look at it instead of talking about it now. And let's go to the Wow GPT and let's start a new conversation, and I'll show you. Here's the new conversation. We're starting it. You got to wait for it to wake up. So I got the script now. I got the full transcript. Okay. And I'm going to share this with myself right now on my WhatsApp message. And I sent it. And I'm going to open up WhatsApp. Let's see here. Not who is, WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp a lot, especially for my from my phone to my computer. Here it is right here. Open that up. Get it over here. See here. Give me a second. I'm waiting for it to populate. Full transcript. Copy it. And let me put it here so I can paste it in a Word document. So what I would do with a video like a video script like this, right, is I'm going to put it in a Word document, right? Because it is the entire interview and it's way too long to put into this right now. I think it's going to, I know it will perform better if I just put it in a Word document and then give it a prompt, okay? I know our system, and I'm telling you that for a reason so you guys understand it. So during the holiday season, right, I'm going to go open up a drive here, do a new document here. How many of you guys didn't know that about Jeanette, right? She's got extensive background in administration, obviously, working on administrative stuff, working with municipalities and business owners, and she works a lot in compliance, obviously, in the health insurance industry, being in that industry. So she knows a lot of information about, you know, obviously the insurance industry is very regulated, as you can imagine, right? All right. How many of you guys didn't know that about her? Now you do. Put a 5 in the chat if you guys excited about what she's doing and what she's bringing to Momentum Tech. She's bringing some really great talent to our team, and she stays super busy, by the way. But she's going to have a lot more free time at the beginning of this year. So let's go ahead and PDF this. So what I did is I got the entire transcript of my interview, right? So I'm going to upload that to the Wow agent. You can upload, what can you upload to the Wow agent? On the Wow GPT or any of our GPTs? Great question. You can upload PDF files that don't have a lot of images, text only, or Word documents, okay? So don't try to upload an image, but you can upload, now it could give you images if you ask for an image after you've trained it, okay? But you don't need to give it an image, okay? It'll create images for you, but don't upload a large file, right? With all kinds of images in it. Take the copy out of it, okay? So I'm going to add now the interview here. So let's go down. There's the interview. So I attach it. So now it's attached. You see it right there? It's blue. Can you see that, James?
Yes, I see it.
See it right there? Agape benefits. Now I could give it a prompt. And I want to show you how we can do this. I'm just going to click the button that says the microphone here to speak into it. Here we go. I would like you to evaluate this interview that I did with Jeanette Garza, one of the founders of Agape Benefits, LLC. I would like for you to generate a summary like you're an award-winning copywriter, picking out the main points in this interview so that we could start developing some unique content. Let's start with this unique summary first. Be very thorough and complete. Okay, very good. So you could use words like, hey, be complete, be thorough, right? You're an award-winning copywriter. I'm giving it some framework, right? I'm telling it what I want. I'm telling it what I want to do eventually with this. So it's real simple to train these GPTs. Now, before I hit enter here, I'm going to go over here on the left-hand side. You see this is a new conversation started. And I'm going to click these 3 little dots right here. You see these 3 dots right here? I'm clicking it and it's coming up, rename, delete, rename, delete, rename. When you click that, it comes up, rename, delete. I'm going to rename it. And what do you think I'm going to name this, James? Agape Benefits, right?
I would say Agape Benefit.
Right. That way I can come back to it tomorrow, right? I can give her, I could to do anything I want to with it. Let's just go here. Excellent. Boom. Now it's there. I can come back to it when I'm having coffee in the morning, on a Saturday morning, and I can generate anything I want to in here. But let's start and see what it can do now, right? So here we go. There's the first conversation about Agape Benefits. So you could do the same thing. This is a great place to start for anybody that is just getting introduced to our platform so you don't get overwhelmed, right? The whole concept of our AI platform, it has everything you need for your business. I mean, can you create videos? Can you write books? Can you do courses? Yes, yes, yes. But if you're just getting started, start with the Wow GPT with something as this simple, right? And just start to use it for your content. Now you're going to see here what it does. There we go. So let's go up and let's read what it says. Sometimes you got to refresh it. So I just refresh it to wake it up. And here we go. Unique summary, detailed like an award-winning copywriter. Agape Benefits LLC isn't just a broker. It's a love-driven benefits partner. Agape means the love of God and the Spirit shows up in how they care for clients, employees, and members. Their promise is simple: white glove concierge support that actually picks up the phone, fights for you on claims, and treats every group like family. You think that summarizes everything that we talked about?
Oh, I
Very,
love it.
yeah. What they offer: comprehensive employee benefits for groups 2+ across all 50 states, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, short-term and long-term disability. Is this on point, Jeanette? She says, yep, it does. Awesome. Yeah. That reminds me of that show. Yep. What show is that from? Come on, guys. Who can guess it? Yep. Oh, somebody could guess it. Yep. Storage
Storage
Wars, right?
Wars.
Yeah, there you go. All right, what they offer: comprehensive employee benefits for groups, deep experience with municipalities from mayor to clerks to fire departments, staffing agencies, Mexican restaurants, construction and technology companies, and medical and dental practices. What makes them different? Concierge service, fast response, real humans, zero runaround. They don't just enroll, they advocate. Oh, that's fantastic. Claims, claims. I couldn't have written this better, right? Claims advocacy that saves real money. Example: a client needs emergency surgery out of state, was billed out of network. Agape went to bat with the carrier and got it treated as in network, dramatically reducing the cost. Level funded strategy that can pay employers back when a group claims are lower, common with younger, healthier teams. Unused funds return. It's not return a premium, but it's a smart plan designed that shares savings. For example, a 17 location restaurant with 65 enrolled employees received an annual check in the $50 to $60,000 range due to strong claims performance under a level funded plan. The employer even pays 50% of the premium, nearly unheard of in the restaurant operations, and focuses on covering key employees who drive business. This isn't one-off windfall. It's a repeatable, data-driven approach that rewards employers who invest in the right benefit structure and workforce health. Why it matters: employers want benefits that recruit and retain talent without crushing margins. Agape aligns plan design with workforce realities so dollars work harder. Employees want a benefits partner who shows up when it counts. Agape's concierge model turns confusing, stressful moments like surprise out of network bills into guided resolutions. Leaders want reach and reliability. Agape serves groups nationwide and brings a hands on ethos rare in the industry. Brand essence: heart led, results driven. Agape blends compassion and financial savvy, love in action that translates into lower friction, smarter spend, and happier teams. In short, Agape Benefits delivers nationwide concierge level employee benefits for groups 2 or plus, backed by relentless claims advocacy and level funded strategies that can return money to employers. They prove that when you lead with love and fight for the client, you don't just manage benefits, you create real, measurable value. All right, now if you guys, I'm going to give this if I could give this 10 stars of what the Wow GPT did right here, I would, because I am absolutely amazed myself at what it did, the content that it put together based on that interview. What about you guys? I mean,
I love it.
holy cow, that is fantastic content. Look at that. Now, what do you think the Wow GPT can do now? Right? What can it do for your business? What can it do for your momentum tech business? What can it do for your business if you have a traditional business or your wife has a business or you're somebody in your family or somebody you know has a business? One of the things you could do is you could just go interview them and record it and transcribe it to start with. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, man. I am just blown away. And I got to get your response, James. What do you think about the content that I just read?
Oh, it was phenomenal, man. And here's the thing: if the creator of the system is blown away, imagine what other people that you show this to is gonna think. This
I
is
mean,
just incredible stuff.
yeah, I
I, I
want to.
used to I used to spend 15, 20, $30,000 on studies to try to generate things like this.
Yes. I want to bring Bill Hoffman up if he's able to come up and get his response too, because I know that um, he's a business owner himself, right? He owns traditional businesses, and I'd like to get his feedback on what he thought of that content that the Wild
Here we go.
GPT
There
did
we go.
out.
Hold on. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. All right. Let me close these. There we go. A little bit better. That's better. Whew. Hey,
Awesome.
it's actually getting a little chilly down here in Florida. I just want you to know it was like 51 degrees. That's a little chilly compared to what we're used to here.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was cold. It was like 25 here in Nashville. So yeah,
Wow, 20. Ooh, boy. You could probably sing a country song with 25 degrees.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It got
I
down to
look,
42 in Texas, and that's about 70 degrees below our norm.
yeah. Well, when I listen to this and then I see it all populating, going, okay, so, I took a lot of writing classes back in college. I went back in the 80s, right? So, it was you didn't have computers doing anything, you wrote them, right?
yeah,
And all I can say is that saved about, realistically, because I still like to write some things, here and type it into that saves about 7 hours worth of work just rewriting, going over it, going over it, going over it, going over it. And I don't think I could even do what even come close to what it did, right? It's just powerful. Anytime right now, my wife's opened up her gym and they ask for all this, they want ad copy, ad copy, ad copy, ad copy. And I'm going, holy moly, this thing is just incredible. I mean, it it takes the workload off of somebody. All you have to do is just share what's on your heart about your business, and it will make you look like $1,000,000,
yeah.
sound like
I
$1,000,000.
was impressed just with that. You guys heard me interview here. I just took that transcript, and that was a very impromptu interview, right? It's just a little bit about the business, right? Like what type of clients they have, what's unique about them, and every business owner can talk about that because that's their
Right.
business, right? That's their
Their
heart. They
business.
can easily articulate that in their own words.
And then we can tie that into, with the video, then do a video aspect of it, then tie that into all kinds of things. The thing I like about it is we've got so many tools that we can take that and then use that in a bunch of they could do a podcast. She could do a podcast with, what I'm saying, with all that stuff.
Yes.
Everything. It's just, and for
Yep.
$39, and I know this is the AI lab. We're not here to pitch or, things like that. In other words, but for $39.
Yeah. Just
Just,
blows you away, right?
it does. It
Yeah.
absolutely
Well,
blows me
well, let's
away.
blow you away some more. You guys can stay here. Let's see
All
what
right.
else it could do because it did a great job, right? So I'm just
Yeah.
going to speak into there, and she needs some social media. Don't you guys think she needs to get out and tell more
Oh,
people
she
what she
needs to tell
does?
the
Oh
world.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, do you think? They offer a great service to businesses, right? And they do a very good job at it. So let's just see what we can do to get some good content from it. Let's start off with some basic LinkedIn, some social posts, right?
Yep.
Fantastic job. I'll tell you what we want to do now. Based on the interview and you understanding what Agape Benefits does, I would like for you to generate 10 social posts that could be used on Facebook and LinkedIn with trending hashtags, probably 2 to 3 hashtags. And the call to action is for them to go to agapebenefits.com. Make the social media content engaging and highly likely to go viral. So let's put her website in here, correct? Okay, there you go. And let's start here, right? So I start with 10 and I want to see what it does, right? So just writing social content that's going to be this persuasive, let's see what it does. That was just a 5-minute interview for you guys, so you know what it was. Um, and you know, a business may have blog posts. So you could take another way. You could take their blog posts. You could take articles that they've written. You could take copy. I could take copy from our website, right? As well. There we go. I know these are going to be good. We'll just read a couple of them and we'll keep building content, right? There you go. The smarter way to ensure dental, vision, life, 401k, short and long-term care, disability, and medical, built as a strategy, not a checklist, is to build yours today. AgapeBenefits.com. Love in action. Agape means love, and that looks like faster answers, fairer outcomes, and happier teams. Feel the difference. Agape Benefits. All right. Profit-friendly benefits. Stop choosing between great coverage and a healthy profit and loss. P&L, we design plans that protect people and margins. See what's possible. Perfect. Let's take these 15 posts. I said 10. It gave me a 2. And look, see how I told you it prompts you along. Want me to tailor a 2-week posting calendar, right? Suggested post times and audience specifics. Okay, right? So let's take some of this and let's redo these a little bit. Watch. I would like for you to focus on business owners of small town America, and speak to them and generate 10 posts that are a little bit longer and engaging with trending hashtags. We want to get them to understand what Agape Benefits can do just by reading 3 to 4 sentences. Make them persuasive, make the copy professional. So again, you don't have to take the first ones it does. Again, I'm going to guide the Wow GPT exactly what we want, right? And you too, you could do the same thing, right? And you could take these posts and you could put them in a Word document. You could send them to your social media manager. Companies can, you could do them yourself. You can, if you have a VA, you can have them post them for you. You know, you do anything you want with this. Now, next, of course, we could generate some LinkedIn articles. So that's going to be huge for their market, right? On LinkedIn.
Right.
So, yeah.
Businesses, all businesses.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of businesses on LinkedIn, right? So let's just write this and here we go. So it wrote a little bit longer ones, as you can see. I'm looking at it. When it's populating like this, it doesn't look like anything, but it'll format it when it's finished. Looks like a lot of, there you go. Agape means love for us. And that looks like fast answers, fast resolutions, and benefits that actually work for small town teams. We bring white glove service and nationwide expertise to the businesses that keep Main Street moving. Led with care and win with strategy. Begin at agapebenefits.com. Renewals don't have to wreck cash flow. We'll benchmark your plan, explore cost savings options, and build by strategy. Okay, let's do something else now. Let's fine tune it a little bit. Let's give it a little bit more information. Okay, so I'm going to go to their website, Agape Benefits, and I'm just going to copy some information in here. Okay, about the company, and we're going to tell it. I'm going to give you a little bit more information about Agape Benefits from their website. I want you to let me know that you understand it. Don't write any content yet. Just take in the content that I give you, please. Okay, there's one. I'm going to give it a little bit there. And let's go back down here and let's say the advantage, right? So let's talk about the advantage. There we go. Let's take a little bit of copy from there. All of you could do this, right? This is not difficult. So it gave me a summary. Let's do the same thing with this content as well. I want you to understand exactly what Agape Benefits does. So now I'm training it a little bit more, right? I'm giving it some more information. So all I did was take it directly from their website, right? Now let's take here. Let's look at some. Let's click on their some more information. Industries. Okay, let's talk about the industries they serve. Let's give it that information also. Excellent. Here's some more information about them. Again, do the same thing with this content. You could do the same thing for any business, right? And again, let's keep going down. See if we got some more information. Here's some commonly asked questions. Okay, that's good enough. Don't you love their logo? Agape Benefits. Isn't that really, that's a really nice logo. Yeah. Yep. They get a lot of Christian companies come to them just because of their name. Yeah. That was the design of it, right? So cool. All right. So I think the Wild GPT understands now. Okay. Perfect. Now let's rewrite 10 social posts now that you understand who Agape Benefits is. Keep it diverse based on everything that I've given you. Of course, include hashtags for me. And keep them 3 to 4 sentences apiece. What do you guys think of this? I mean, see how you're just adding into it a little bit more? And
Love
Just
it.
making it smarter and smarter with what your flavor. You're adding flavor to it. That's what
that's right. That's right. And you could do the same thing. You want to add, I could give it the bio of Jeanette's bio, her partner's bio, right? As well, so that it knows them a little bit more. And going back to what James said, right? Hey, this is not this is not, going to be shared with anybody. This is their company, right?
Right.
Benefits that calm the chaos. Comprehensive coverage protects families from catastrophic expenses, while ongoing advocacy answers questions year-round in English and Spanish. Give your team confidence in your business a recurring edge. Begin at Agape Benefits. Great. Cost controls without cutting quality. We align plan design to your headcount, seasonality, and cash flow so renewals don't wreck your budget. Predictable costs, comprehensive benefits, happier people. I think that's pretty good. What do you think? You're a business owner as well. You have employees. So what do you think of the content, right? Open enrollment shouldn't derail your day. Right? I can tell you right now, when they do enrollment, the employer does not need to be involved. They go and they do enrollment the right way. The employer shouldn't have to be involved in that. They should be able. They should just stay operating their business. I've seen them do open enrollment at these restaurants. These restaurateurs, man, they're busy. They don't have time to sit there and work with the agent. They trust them to handle everything, right? So open enrollment shouldn't derail your day. We do it for you.
Yeah, especially with restaurant. I mean, I'll tell you, we own Jeremy, Monty, and I own a restaurant delivery business called Zen Delivery, and we do processing for a lot of the restaurants. And you can barely get these guys and gals to. You can't say give me 5 minutes. You got to say give me 5 seconds because that's all they got. Because they are they're doing everything. You got a freezer that broke or a refrigerator thing and they're trying to do everything that, or food didn't get delivered from the wholesale standpoint to them or something. I mean, it's just it. I take my hat off to any restaurateur because you've married that job. That is your occupation and that's all
Yeah.
there is to it. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. This is an entire family group here that, man, they're like 17 or more restaurants, right? Probably more.
That is great. That is awesome.
Bruh,
They're the backbone of our,
across three states. Yeah, three
if you
states. And
look
they
at
now,
everything from a job standpoint, creation and everything, every strip mall, every new business is a restaurant. So you gotta
yeah.
take your hat off
And
to them.
I know their cooks, right? They pay their cooks really good and they even pay for some of their cooks' health care too.
Wow.
Because they know that cook is important to show up. If that cook, and they bring them in, they sponsor them from Mexico, they get them jobs here, they do the right paperwork and they do the right thing. So everybody say
Correct.
bye to Jeanette. She's got an employer group to go handle now. So yes. She's here. She'll say hi and bye to you guys as she's leaving, but this is fantastic. Watch this now. So I love what it's doing here. These are great. This fits their vibe, who they are, right? In a
Yep.
small town, your people are your advantage, and your benefits should prove it. We build custom group medical for teams of two and plus with hands-on onboarding and bilingual support that your employees actually understand. Protect your team and your budget without the runaround. Get a fast quote at agapebenefits.com. Perfect. Great. Now let's write some articles, right? Go ahead and write a LinkedIn article now based on this social post. Expand on it like you're an award-winning copywriter. So I just copied that social post there, paste it right there. And we could do the 10 articles right here for LinkedIn. And we can schedule them, which that's what she's going to do, obviously, with her team. You got to make sure you turn off the microphone here, otherwise it keeps
going.
keeps going.
That's another nice thing about AI. It works 24/7,
Yes, indeed.
never calls in sick. I don't know if James noticed this, but he talked about, he's got a PC versus an Apple product. I'm on my PC. I like the way everything works a lot. For me, looking at doing the on this Zoom, it looks a lot better for me than it did I'm talking about my own appearance on there. I was trying to get everything just right in my home office setting, and it's interesting.
So look at this article. In small towns, benefits are your competitive edge. In a small town, your people aren't just employees. They're the heartbeat of your business and the face your customers remember.
Oh,
That,
that is good.
yeah, that's why your benefits shouldn't be a checkbox. They should be a promise. When your
Yep.
teams feel protected, respected, and understood, they bring that energy back to your customers. And that's how Main Street wins.
Love it.
The problem with most small town employers that face is benefits feel built for someone else's company. Too generic, too complex, and too expensive. Help is hard to reach when it matters, especially after hours. Language barriers mean employers nod yes in meetings and then walk away unsure. What we do differently, we build custom group medical for teams of two design or more designed to fit your headcount, seasonality, and cash flow. Onboarding is done with you, not to you. Live support, clear explanations, and the patience to answer the real questions. And because families speak more than one language at home, our bilingual support, English and Espanol, Spanish, make sure every employee truly understands their coverage. Real help when life happens. Benefits matter most in tough moments. An unexpected surgery, a confused bill, a network surprise, that's where advocacy changes everything. Don't just hand We don't just hand you a card and wish you luck. We get on the phone, work with the claim, and push for the fairest outcome so your people can focus on healing, not haggling. Control costs without cutting quality. The right plan design can protect both your margins and your people. We align benefits to your actual workforce so you're not overpaying for coverage your team doesn't use. For many healthy younger teams, a level funded approach can help you share in savings when claims run low, turning benefits from a pure expense into a strategic advantage you can reinvest in raises, equipment, and expansion. Speed with simplicity, start to finish. You shouldn't have to wait weeks for numbers. We deliver fast multi-carrier quotes so you can compare options quickly and make informed decisions. Then we handle open enrollment shoulder to shoulder with you, answering questions, simplifying fine print, and answering your team's leaves your team and ensuring your team leaves confident. And when employers need help after 5 p.m., we're still there. Built for Main Street, scaled nationwide, whether you run a municipal department, a staffing firm, a construction crew, a medical office, a school, a hospitality business, we're licensed across the US and ready for groups of two or more. That means one partner as you grow from one location to many with the same hands-on service your town's known for. How to know if this is for you? You're competing for talent and you want benefits that help you win the yes. You want predictable costs and a plan aligned to your payroll reality. You want your team to truly understand and use their benefits with bilingual support for employees and families. You want a partner who answers the phone, advocates on claims, and stands for you year round. The bottom line in a small town, every hire matters. If you're a business owner, guys, you know this, right? When you hire somebody and invest in them, you don't want them to leave. You want to retain them because you invested money and time in training them, right? The right benefits say, we've got you. And that promise echoes through your culture, your customer experience, and your growth. Protect your team and your budget without the runaround. Get a fast quote at agapebenefits.com. And here, look, that is great. But look what it gives you here. Here's a coach tip at the bottom. Want me to tailor this article for a specific industry in your town? See how it kind of pushes you along? Guys, this is the start of like incredible stuff. Look at that. That was a great article. I couldn't have written that article. It would have taken me a long time to write an article like that. Yeah. What do you think about that, Bill? That's fantastic, isn't it?
I absolutely love it. And I also love that, it's 12 noon Eastern, right? And we've had people on the call on the Zoom and the learning process. See, every social media feed I get now is all AI, AI, AI. They're all saying, they're selling packages for, as high as I've seen is 25 grand, and they'll do this AI arbitrage is the big name that you hear everybody saying, right? Just means you're going to write a big check for it, right? And I go, but you can't even get access to them without spending money. You know what I'm saying? Here, somebody can come in here. They could be the guy that just wants to hold his spot for free, right? Just to check us out, right? For the first 7 days, or the gal that wants to do that. And yet they can come in here and learn about this stuff and see this stuff. See, we just break it down. You and James and the whole team break it down so that the average person who, might not have ever, thought about how they're going to use AI or was fearful of it. And here, anybody can talk into their microphone or type into the thing and start using the tools and start using the tools and start using the tools and start using the tools, and you become more efficient with it.
That's right. So I hope this was simple and slow for you guys, a little so you understand the Wow GPT has so much power for every business, every entrepreneur, no matter what you're doing in business, guys. That's just the tip of the iceberg for the platform and what it can do. Like Bill said, I mean, you could take this catalyst, she could do all kinds of stuff with this. She'll continue to write LinkedIn articles. That LinkedIn article was fantastic. She can create images from this and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to end up and show you guys, hey, if you want to learn more and you're a guest here, then you want to register for our AI Summit coming up. Yes, it's on December the 13th. And seats are filling up. We're getting a couple hundred people already registered for this. You could register your seat really easy. We got information here. You could even get your AI one of your AI belt certifications at the end of the event if you stay for the entire event. It's a virtual event and it's global. So I wanted to make sure you guys were invited to that. I'll put the link in the chat for you guys, and then we'll stop the stream and we'll start our opportunity meeting now. So here you go. Here's the link for you guys. Excellent.